this one. So for now we just add some more tab on the course portal. So if you go to the interview prep, this one we have the shorter version of this and what we need to focus during the week to prepare for the interview. And we have the assignment tab here. So here you can submit the assignment. So we have a readme file somewhere. Where did Holly put the readme? Okay, yeah. So we had the readme file here. It had all the tasks there, and you complete that one, check, and then you submit. All right. And similar for week 6, we will have a similar thing next lab, and so Holly will come to share something more. And then on the assignment, right? So this week assignment, so the due date is on 23rd, not 21st, but something wrong in the backend already, so I don't want to manually. I can manually fit that one, but that's not a good way, so I don't touch it for now. So we know that the due date is before the lab, and so what we need to do is, so for now you may already have your uh, database, right? You have the data scheme, your database setup, and then you can start working on your some first screen. So you have the user story. Some group you did very good job on the user story, very detailed. I gave the feedback for you on the GitHub, right? But some group just very general generic one. I want that one to be more detailed. So the more detailed, so you can divide this one task by task, and then see how much you complete, and then if anything you want to put that one in the like a require, or you want to move that one into the optional. For example, some group right now you struggling on sign with Google, and then forget about it. Let's move on and work on the other screen first. And later on the demo day, that's nice to have. It's not a must, right? You cannot sign in with Google, then you either you sign in with Facebook, or you create your own account, you sign in. That's not a must to show up that hey, you can do the sign with Google or something. Like, let's move on with the other task, the other like more important task, right? And this week you need to submit. You start working on some first user story, and then when you submit, you need to take the gift. So whatever you have so far, so just take the gift of the function of the feature you already implemented, right? So some tip for your group project, the data. So at first, probably your database you had nothing, right? You still struggling. What is your database scheme? What is your like the model? What field should you have? You want to say this info, that info, and then for the one who working on the front end, the UI UX guy. So you just working, and so you assume that you can hard code the data. Like if you, for example, you want to show this user profile, you want to show the image here, you want to show the name here, then the hobby, or then the email, something like that. So you just have coding the thing. Don't wait for the backend guy, so he can work on that later. So you can assume that you already have some data. You can like interview this low you, so you just throw there the data there, and then you just try to display the thing. And then when you display that one, you know it's hey, is it look good? You want to try to put this one here, this one there. Don't just wait for that. Or the other, like the app, the travel app from your group, right? You can like create some places, Hanoi, Saigon, whatever, and then you just display that one. Don't wait until you have you have a way to let the user create a new trip, and then you save that one to database, and then you load again from the database. But that one is it, don't try to don't create the deadlock. Right? You wait for someone wait for another one waiting for you, right? And then anything else for the group project so far? So it's only like a week and half, right, for your final project. Anything challenging you right now? like your group I see very interesting. You try to use the Microsoft Recognizer Cognitive, right? I don't know. So this is the first time I see some uh, in integration between Microsoft and Swift team. You know that we have also has some SDK from Microsoft to use as Swift. Right? Okay, so and again we please I don't know if your group you create another uh, Slack channel or you chat in Facebook or whatever. I don't see you so active on the Slack. The only group I see really active is the Hanoi guys. So right, this group they chat every hour. And then actually through that one we can know that hey, is it anything went wrong with your group? Are you on track? And we can also see if, like how you work together. That's also important thing. Previously, we had some group that people not after you say, hey, I want to work with this guy, I want to work with this guy, but and after a week, after 2 weeks, I don't like to work with him, right? And then it has some conflict in the group, and then you want to see if everyone really working along, or can you solve like other problem rather than just the technical problem, right? So I don't know, it's up to you, but if you have needed or any question, just raise your voice up. Don't just keep silent. We don't know what happening. So every week you just submit the milestone, but within that week anything happen, we don't know. Maybe you struggling, you don't know how to do that one, but you just stay there. And it took a lot of time. Right. Okay. So good luck with this one. Remember the due date is next week. Sorry, not next week. Next 2 days. You need to submit the milestone number 2, and you should have some working function already. It's only this week and then next week. Next week probably after the lab of next week, you just try to polish your app, make it like fancy and beautiful. So around 10 days left. Okay. Okay, let's move to with sit lecture. This week we want to talk about device framework. So what is the device framework? Like as I said earlier, the device framework is including something like location, how do you use the GPS, how do you use the map, and if you want to use some of the hardware device, the hardware of your device, like you want to take the photo, you want to take the camera, you want to take the video, or you want to recording the audio, you want to use like the motion sensor, the motion sensor we have here, the accelerometer and the gyrometer, and things like that. So remember you had some game that they utilize the motion sensor of the phone, and they can build some game that you try to balance the bone, or you want to move the bone in something like that, right? And how can we use that one? So that actually a lot. We want to talking about the device framework, so we cannot cover everything. Just today we just try to cover something that you use the most, like the map or the GPS or the camera. So I believe most of your app utilize uh, the functions from the feature from the phone. So we focus on other thing. Another thing maybe like the third ID. You can try that one as well. Okay, so again, so the thing it's a lot the push notification as well. So, but the push notification is require the paid account. Your free account you cannot do the push notification. But you need to register that one with Able, and then you register your app ID, and then later they can send the push notification to your app ID. Because that's one is use the Able server, so it will only push to the app ID that you register. To be able to register, you need to have that account. So today we just try to demo the local users notification. It's not a real push notification, but you can use that one as well if you want to use just local one. For example, you set the reminder for you, like it, at a certain time you want to pop up this notification when you receive some event from your device, and you can pop up the notifications. Here you see some other frameworks. So like it's a lot. The airdrop is for what? Transfer the data, transfer the image, transfer the video, whatever from one iDevice to another iDevice. StoreKit. So this one is if you want to do some in-app purchase. You see some game or some app from App Store. At first it's free, right? But if you want to unlock some feature, it has some you need to use the IAP in-app purchase to unlock some the thing inside. Social. So this one is interact with the social media account. I don't know if you notice this one in your phone. If you go to the setting page, you see it. It can log in with Facebook, log in with in the setting page. It log in. It connect your Facebook account, your Twitter account, there, and then in your app you just say, hey, this one I want to post this one on Facebook, and then you will use the information you save in the setting, and then post that one. What else? Security. So this is about the key change. The quick look if you want to preview some files. For example, the mail app, right? If you receive email with the attachment, you tap on that file, and then it can open another window and it show that file. So that's one is about the quick look for you to preview the files. So many things here. So I add to display the ads. So this one is another way for you to earn the money on your app. You just display the app there, like millions of people download your app, and then they open this one, they saw the advertisement there, and then you get the money from that. For the advertisement, either you can use the Facebook one, and they have the SDK for that. So either you can use the Facebook one, or from the Google one, from the Apple one. They have everything, whatever you want to put it. That's one. Either it's just some GIF image or some text and or some video, and when you tap on that one, it kind of like it's like Google AdSense. The last two one is GameKit and SpriteKit. So this one actually we don't cover during the class. It's about create a game. So when you create a new project, you see it have the game screen there, and if you click on that one, so GameKit is no, the SpriteKit. The SpriteKit is utilized the device sensor to create mostly on 2D game, and the ScreenKit is for 3D game. So we not cover that one. You can try can build some simple game using that one. It's utilized that one just for building the game, so it's optimized a lot. Next week we also learn a little bit about the game. So we build the Flappy Bird, but not using the SpriteKit as or SceneKit. It's just using the UI Kit Dynamics. So also within our UI view, we also have like the mechanism to handle the physics, and we can set like the weight for one item, the gravity for one item, and then we can set the velocities and for things. Next week we learn about that one and see how we can quickly implement the Flappy Bird. Okay, and then this is some other new frameworks they introduced in the iOS 10. So like every year during the event approval or Able, so at WWDC, every time they introduce a new iOS, they also include all the new framework they just develop for that iOS. So for example, if they say this one is only available in iOS 10, and then if you write the code to utilize the feature. And then if you go back, if you install that one on like some other phone like iOS 9, and it will not work, right? It's only on iOS 10 and above. Then if you install back on iOS 9, then it will not work. And then how can we prevent that one? For example, you publish the app, but then your friend download that one and they play, but then they didn't upgrade to the latest iOS version. We crash. We don't want to make it crash, so we can detect, hey, the user using or is running on like iOS lower than 10, and we can pop up something. We better check for the user. Later in the code, I will show you how to check for the user's iOS and check if that one is it meet the requirement, because I know, hey, I know in this one you need to run on iOS 10 and above, but then you are running on iOS 8 or something, then you cannot run, just pop up a message, don't crash. Right? Still better experience for the user. They know, hey, this one is only support this and this. Don't just they turn on that feature and then it's crash. It's not a good experience for the user. We have the some other thing like the Siri. So and what else we have here? The user notification. Later we try a little bit with this one. Now the messenger app. So you see right now we can also build the app to integrate with the iMessage. They can build like the sticker to integrate with the iMessage. When you create a new project from Xcode, you also see those options. We had the code kit. So the code kit, anyone use the audio or video code from the messenger app from Facebook, right? So if like even your phone is like being locked like this one, and if someone calls you using the messenger app, it also pop up on this screen. It just looks similar to when you receive a phone call. You can also like swipe to receive the call or decline the phone. Is have two button here, just accept or decline. So the UI is actually they use the code kit to build that UI. So it looks similar to the phone code, and also it's actually save that code into the recent code. I don't know if you notice. They also save in your recent code, in the history of the recent codes. Latest iPhone 7, you also had the dual camera. Earlier you don't have that one. You can turn on the dual camera at the same time and record your face and whatever around. Right. So they have some new framework for that. Okay, there's a lot of tests here. I'm not gonna go through one by one. We better jump into code and see more interesting about that. Safari view controller, so it should have like a web view. You have your app and then you just put a web view on, and then from that web view you can load whatever the website. Just put the URL there and then you just load the website. So it's called an app, but it's actually just a web view there. Don't submit that one, Apple will reject. If your app is just have one web view like that one, they reject that. Health kit, home kit, and map kit. The health kit they have some like structure to store the information about your, for example, your workout. If you install some workout apps like some running app or some app that help you to do the workout, and then this one can sync with the health app in your phone. You have where is it? Right. This health app, like the other app can interact with this one and save the data to this one. So it's like this one is centralized. Everything you say to this one, you open this one and you can see, hey, today I do some workout for, and show data source from this app or from that app, so they can save everything there using this health kit. Home kit is if you want to build a smart home. you connect that one with your Apple TV. You use your phone connect with the Apple TV and control that one. I don't have. I haven't tried that one. Okay, and then a lot of core in here: core audio, core image, core motion. So we will talk a little bit today as well. And then this is the link. So what is new in the iOS 10? So again, every time they release a new iOS, they will present the new thing during the WWDC. Anyone watch that one? If you're lazy to watch, and then you can post everything there. Just watch whatever the new thing from here. They have that they post the new thing there, and they also sometimes they also have the sample code for the new framework they just introduced. Okay, first thing first, the location. So this, I believe this one, the one we use in most. Especially the map, like you utilize the GPS signal on your phone, and then display your location on the map. Right. Who used this one before in Yep app? I saw some submission in the Yep app. Right. After we load the list of the restaurants, and then we display that one on the map. Right, and this one Apple only provide one map, that the map is called the map kit. So we can should import the map kit in, and then loading that's one Apple map. And then somebody say, hey, Apple Maps look ugly, like they don't want to use that one. They want to use the Google Maps. Okay, so Google Maps is not from Apple, so you need to take more time to configure that one. After you configure that one, it's also like work the same, but it just takes some more effort to set it up and then make it run. The map here, you just put it, throw it there, and it runs right away. Nothing fancy. Okay, so anyone know how the location is determined by? So here you say by GPS, by cellular, or by Wi-Fi. GPS should be straightforward, right? So we have some satellite around the world, so and your device has some sensor. It can receive the GPS signal, and then based on that GPS signal, it can calculate your longitude and latitude, right? And then anyone have any idea how the cellular or the Wi-Fi can track your location? Like sometimes in some app it say, hey, you want to turn on your Wi-Fi to improve your accuracy of your location. You notice that one? You have any idea how they use cellular or use Wi-Fi? They can track your location. You take the IB. Okay. Parkshop is not totally correct, but something else. So like the cellular first, if in some case you don't have the Wi-Fi, you have just the cellular. So cellular is your phone signal, right? So if right here they have some for the cellular they will have some tower to transmit the signal to on the device. So they have like one tower here, one tower here, one tower there. So when your device receive the signal from that tower, this tower, and that tower, so at least if it receives 3 signal, then it know the strength of the signal. Like how strength from my device to that tower, and to that tower. Then using that one, they can estimate based on the strength of the signal. They can estimate the length from the distance from my device to that tower, to that tower, and to that tower. So if I receive the signal from at least 3, so they can use that one to calculate, just estimate to calculate to my location. Right. But that's why they say if you want to turn on the Wi-Fi, it will be more accurate. But then how Wi-Fi could be better? Right. So again, back to like many years when the internet first growth. So they have some kind of the truck they just go around and then just capture the Wi-Fi signal. Of course, they had the password, they cannot log in, but they go around here and say, hey, at this area I have like 10 Wi-Fi. For example, you hear Wi-Fi the Mingo, and then I mark here, hey, this Wi-Fi Mingo, the location is this Nam Kỳ Khởi Nghĩa, and then you go around, right? Just keep go around, right? And then they build up that database, right? And then later you connect. So for your device, you connect here. So it say, hey, you saw the signal. You see the signal from this one, this one, this one. So similar to the cellular. So they saw that one. So they know, hey, this one is from Nam Kỳ Khởi Nghĩa. That one is from Hàm Nghi. That one is from Lợi Nhuận something, and then they can use that one. So because the Wi-Fi for now in this century, the Wi-Fi signal is a lot. So that one is more accurate than using the cellular. The cellular is just have few tower around this area, but the Wi-Fi signal like I can say thousands. Right. One case before, like I was living in Phú Nhuận district. I use my Wi-Fi router and then I name it there. And then later I move to another district. I connect to that Wi-Fi, so it still remember, hey, this Wi-Fi were in Phú Nhuận before. So when I turn on the map, it still say, hey, I'm in Phú Nhuận. But actually I'm already moved to another district, like it, but later it takes some time, so it get to know all the Wi-Fi around, and then it now has it's actually not Phú Nhuận anymore, so it updates that one. Right. So that's how they use the Wi-Fi to track your location. We had the link here is called a Wi-Fi positioning system on wiki. Later you can go and check out that one for more detail. Okay, let's try jump into the code. Okay, so what we have here. So I only build a project. So what we have in here is like this is just a table view, and on this table view I just put the static cell. So it's not a prototype cell, just a static cell. So I want it had 10 cells, then I just drag in like 10 cells. This one for the core location, and then a map kit, and I connect this one to it has the segway here. I connect this cell, so when I tap on this cell, I go to the this one, the core location view controller, and it's actually a map view. Right. We have for the camera, we have AV foundation, the contact, the touch ID, user notification, and motion. So everything we are going to cover today. So let's talk about the location first. Okay, so here the core location is correlate to this view controller, so it's called the core location view controller. And for this, so again, we know that we're gonna use the map kit, right? Anyone already use the map in the Yep app, then you know that one. We need to import the map kit. We need to import the core location, and within this one, we need to use this. We need to set up the location manager. Okay, and we have the location manager. He's lazy. What is this? Anyone use this before? Right. So I put lazy here. It just put it there. It will not initialize now. Just put lazy there. I don't want it to be initialized now. Only when I call it, then it initialize. In this case, not really showing the effectiveness, but in some other case, like we try to initialize something, it takes a lot of time. For example, you have another function here. You initialize this one. It has some other function here. You need to do some calculation before it can initialize. And then you don't want at first, as soon as you open the app, it initialize. It takes a lot of time. So you don't. That's why you put lazy there. And then later, when I call you, and you start to initialize this one. You don't want to. As soon as you open the app, it hang there, just waiting for like 5 seconds for you just to initialize that one. Later, I already load everything about the UI, why I can swipe up, swipe down, and you can try to initialize at that moment. So that's about lazy. So we need to set up this location manager here, and let's look about this one, the location manager, and then we set the delegate. So we want the core location view controller to be handle everything about the core location. So and now you know that hey, we need to inherit that one from something delegate, right? And in this case, it's core location manager, and you just put delegate there, add in the delegate, and you should have that one. And that's why I split the code into this block and then the extension block. So I don't want to combine the things. So we have the extension block here, and then if you go to this protocol, it's delegate protocol. You see this, okay? What is this? It's available iOS 6. Scroll down, see available iOS 3. Right now we are at iOS 10. Okay, but then here you see something. Hey, this function is only available in iOS 6. The function called did update location, meaning if you run it on something earlier than iOS 6, this will not work. But I don't think we have anyone still has some device that's older than iOS 6 for now, right? But later we will see some other function is only available in like iOS 9, iOS 10. And we check for that one later. But for now, let's see. So we have some function here. So nothing required, everything is optional, but something we need to look at is, for example, this one, did update location. So for example, like every time you on the phone and then you on your car, you moving, and then your GPS signal will be updated, right? You change your location. So every time you change your location, it will call this one, this update location. Go back to the core location view controller. So here we have like the update location, and then in this one I just public the location. Just print out the location, so you get the new location. So the type of that one is like the MK coordinate. So we have this one, and then you have the span. So span here, when you have the location, you want to move that location, your location, into the center of the screen, right? So this is the code that updates the location, and you just put it at the center of the screen. Okay. The span, and then the region is meaning you want to set how big is your how big is the map you want to display. For example, you want to scale like to display the whole Vietnam, or you want to scale to display just like Ho Chi Minh, or so it depends here. You want to change this number span max. So this is S and Y. So let's click on this one. Okay. So for now it's just display this one. I'm not moving, so it's not display anything. Let me try to display that one on my phone. No, I'm recording, so I cannot display my phone. Okay, never mind. Let's try this where the simulator. Okay, and then now change to where simulator. This should be the simulate your location out here. Yeah. Okay, so for example, I say I'm in New York. Right, so and then it should move me to New York. Right. And here I say I want to, for example, we want to simulate. Before it was don't simulate location, so it didn't display anything. But here you so like you just want to display the Manhattan, and you just change this number. So I'm not sure this number is how big is that number. You can figure it out yourself here. Like if I put boy one and boy one here, I guess this one is longitude and latitude. So just boy one degree of the longitude and boy 1 degree of the latitude. And is it? Let me check. MK coordinate span, and then Yeah, so the latitude delta and the longitude delta. So 0.1 mean 0.1 degree of the longitude and 0.1 degree of the latitude. So you can calculate that one to see 0.1 and 0.1 is equal to what the distance, right? How many kilometers, right? And here we have something like this. The location manager, you can set the design accuracy. Like for some kind of app you don't want to be, it's really accurate. What happened with this one is if you change this one, it will impact to your the frequency, how fast it want to update the thing. For example, here I say, hey, I don't mind if my current location is within 3 kilometers. I'm okay. 3 kilometers is a bit if like, but for example, I say KCLL location. Okay. So if you best this one, we will try to get your best location. If you try this one is like within 1 kilometer, is or within 100 meters, it's within 3 kilometers, or within like 10. This one is for best for navigation. So when we use this one, it will not put you in somewhere like they know that one is a house, so they will not put you there. You are navigating, meaning you should navigate on the main road, right? So they will try to put yourself somewhere. It's not like on top of the house or something, right? Because you are navigating. But if you choose all the things, so it may display your location probably somewhere next to that or something. Right? So you can try that one, but the problem with it is that the best you can get the most accuracy, the more accuracy you want to get, and then it will be drain the battery faster. Anyone play Pokemon Go before? Right, that one is it use the GPS a lot all the time. You use the GPS track your location and then display your location on the map. Right. You 100% of the time you need to turn on the phone and looking for the Pokemon, and it's actually drain the battery really fast. So when we want to use this one, so need to watch out for the battery. So I put it back the 3 kilometers here, and then it have here one thing they say request when in use authorization. What does it mean? So here it say only request when in use, meaning only when I open the app it will start to look for my location. If I put the app into the background, then don't track my location. So it have another function here. It now have another feature here. So I say I have the location manager, and then I say request always. It has another function here. Always meaning either you put your app in the background, it still track your location. It depends on your purpose. If you want to create an app, it's like constantly track your location, and you use that one. For example, you use that one, you detect if you are running close to some restaurant, for example, then you can probably say, hey, you are close to this restaurant, you want to visit that restaurant, something. Foursquare did that before. That's one of the features for Foursquare. So I don't know if anyone use that one, but if you go to another area or you go to another location that has you close to some area you visit before, this will pop up the notification say, hey, you visit this one before, or your friend visit this one before you want to enter, right? How do you know this one? Either you not turn on the Foursquare, you just put it low, or you totally shut out the app. It's still you the push notification. It detect your location and say, hey, you in this location, you want to use that one. If you notice when you put that one in the on way get your location, so this indicator will become purple. If you read in your setting base, it say, hey, if this one is purple, meaning some apps still using your location in the background. You change this one to purple. Right? It's solid black like this one is meaning you open this one and it's using right now. It's purple means something, you get it in the background. Okay, so what else? Let me, okay, so now I stop it and then I shut it down, I delete it. So you remember when you install some app, it will pop up a message say, hey, I want to use your location. Do you allow? Right. So it's always asked on the framework here. It's always asked for the permission. It's not like just suddenly you install some app and you can track your location. That's not something people want. Right. It cannot like silently track your location. It should always, if you use the core location, it should always ask your permission. And then for example here, if earlier we didn't see that have question because I only accept, like I only allow that to use my location, so we didn't see that one. But like if I just delete that one, so totally remove everything and run it again, it's installed like I install a new app on my device. And okay, so here see, so it will pop up this question. This is asking for the notification. Okay, I also have the notification later, so that's why I just use this one. So just allow that one for now. We go to the core location. Okay, I go to this one. I'm about to use the GPS signal. So and then it's asked, hey, you want to allow this app to use your location? Why you use the app? So this one important. It just asks for my permission. Why is it open? Why the app is open? Right, and then he say, okay, allow. Or if I don't allow, what if I don't allow? Next time I open, okay, I don't allow. Now I open it again. Will it ask again? No, it never asks again. It's only asked once and only one. Right, that's one really important. Later you build your app and then just immediately you pop up something, hey, I want to get your location, and then user say no, and then it never asks that question again. Right? And then like for example, if your app is depend on the map, and sorry, you need to manually ask the user, hey, you need to instruct the user, hey, you need to go to setting, go to the privacy, turn on the location, and then allow this app to use your location. You need to manually do that. Right, so the tip is that because this question is only pop up once, so you need to use that one wisely. You need to pop up that question when you think that, hey, user, you tend to say yes. Actually, there's some article about that one. They build some, so they will ask some other question first. Hey, this app is you need to introduce by your app. Is this one is your location? Why do you want to use the location? And then why you didn't do you need this one? So explain to the user why we need to access to the location. And then for the next question, we ask after the user said yes for the first time. Hey, later I'm about to ask your location. Is it okay? So user say okay. So at the first time they say yes, and then high chance that in the next question they say yes again. So that, for example, this is I'm click on a contact. Okay, so this is the first question. They say, hey, you want to give me your contact? I want to access to your contact list. User say no now. Okay, no problem. I ask again. So I save my question. The question asked for the permission. I don't want to use it. Okay, nothing. I didn't ask for that question, so I can still add again. So I go to contact again. Ask again. Okay, now I say okay. Then until now we pop up big question, right? And say okay. So now it's we want. So now it's okay. So it's actually okay now. Of course, the first UI is also not look really good. In my slide, I will have one article. They have they actually do some uh, kind of the research on how people react to the permission asking, and they build some app, and then they get it to other people to study how many percent people get say yes or say no depending on that one, and they build a really cool thing. So try to lead people to something that they tend to say yes. You can check that one, but I will show that one later how we implement the first question and then the second question. Okay, but then now it's only I only say no before, so I cannot do anything. The only way I can do it go to the setting page and then go to the so if they say no, then in your app you need to instruct the user. You need to go to this setting page, go to where is it, the privacy, and then location service, where your app, where the app that you is on. No, go back to this one. Okay, so the app, your app here, and it on the location. So this one's already say never. So I need to switch it back to the Y using the app, right? And then now you can run it again, right? So you need to manually instruct the user to do that. Now I go to the call location, and I should have that one. I should have, yeah. Right. Let's update my location again. Right, one another thing before we close this one. So you see a bunch of another new file here. Local authentication.framework, mapkit.framework, call location.framework. Where did it come? Why it show up there? So if you go to this your app, and then you go to the target, you go to the capability. Okay, so here you need to say, hey, I want to use the app, and you turn on it. By default it's turned on already, but if by some reason it's turned off, then you know where you are. Like if you, example, you turn on the app, but the app is not working, your map is not updated, and you know where you debug. So you go here, you turn on this one, and then on the build setting is it no there? Yes, on the build, no, not this one. Where the library? I put it. Where did I put it? Framework. No. Info, and then this one, the project. So under the project, so earlier we click on the target, and then now we click on the project, and then here you see I say, hey, I want to create this app in iOS 10, right? And then when we say this one, you can implement all the code for the device framework is having the iOS 10. After we use this one, then we can use the user notification, or we can use like the side widget or something. If we change this one to 9 or something, okay, then we see something is will not working. And whatever we want to talk, anything interesting here? Okay, so let's have a 5-minute break, and then we go back and then we cover the other stuff.